Yay, we're back. Oh, we're back. My connection is just a bit funny at the moment, so sorry about the connection issues. For some reason it keeps going off. Hi Shibli Siddiqui, how are you? So I wanted to open up the floor, so to speak, to your questions, and I will answer them honestly without being misinterpreted by the media, because I've had a lot of misinterpretation, a lot of things that are said that aren't true. So I'm here to answer any questions that anyone may have. Sorry I had to go earlier because somebody knocked on the door and I had to answer that. So yes. So does anybody have any questions to ask? Sorry I had to jump off earlier, but there was I had to answer. Give me your number. That's not something I can do. I'm just trying to see. Oh wow, this thing has filters. Cool, there's a pop filter, there's a country filter, there's a funk. This is just really cool, huh? Wow, that's freaky. Okay, let's go back to normal. Normal. Some strange noises coming from outside my door. So there's been a bit of confusion in the media. There's been things being said which aren't true. So I just want to clear that up. One of the things is, I think one of the things that we have to be very careful about is to make judgments, because judgment is one thing that we shouldn't do to each other or to anybody else. Someone's banging on my door here. So yes, we shouldn't be making judgments of anyone, and unless you know that person yourself, and unless you know the situation yourself, no one can judge it. Can you hear me here? This light. What's my philosophy on life? Hi Mian. So my philosophy on life, sorry I couldn't see the questions earlier, something was playing up on the phone. My philosophy on life is that forget everything that you think you know and go and search for the truth, because the truth is there. And my philosophy is that we shouldn't judge anyone, that we shouldn't have any judgment or fear inside of us, and that we are all one. We're all brothers and sisters, and in the same way that you wear different clothes or eat different food or prefer different things in life, in the same way there's many different ways to worship, but ultimately we are all one. That's my philosophy, is that we are all one. We all came from the same source, and I believe that we need to go back in life instead of forward to discover who we really are, in the same way that I discovered my incarnations. You were very fashionable. What about your fashion statement now? What's a fashion statement? Does anybody... What I'd like to ask you, Tushar, is what is a fashion statement? What do you think it is? What's a fashion statement? What is fashion? Some people say fashion is a way of expressing yourself individually, I guess. That was nice. That still... My connection is just a bit pants, I can say pants. Fashion these days has become really about labels, and people tend to admire people who are wearing labels. The celebrities are wearing labels, therefore everybody wants to wear labels, especially if it's really expensive. You're given respect for wearing expensive labels, which isn't how it should be. You know, fashion, I think fashion, there's so many beautiful clothes that are made out there, but people are substituting fashion for popularity, I guess. Substituting fashion for, not popularity, let's look at it another way. Fashion is, what is fashion, you know? Fashion these days, I don't even know what the word is. I don't know what it means anymore. I don't have a fashion statement. I just want to wear modest things and clothes that don't hurt anyone, because most of our clothes have either come from a sweat house or is cotton made with pesticides, which kills, I think, 20,000 farmers a year. So I only wear organic cotton. I have my clothes made, and I only have 5 or 6 outfits. Because my fashion statement is just to say that we are not our clothes. That's my fashion statement. We are not our clothes. Have you still got your sweet dog? Yes, I have. He's just staying in, he's my child, Patrick. So Hector is being looked after till I get back. Thank you, Tasha. Yeah. Yeah, fashion is, it's interesting, isn't it? I love the way I am right now. I never have a bad hair day with this thing on. Should try it. It's like, wow, no one ever says to me, your hair looks great. No one ever says to me anymore, oh, I love your dress, because I wear the same thing all the time. I don't pay people compliments anymore about the clothes that they wear. I think it's wrong, because we think we are valued because of what we wear. And it starts with children. You know, when you see a kid and you buy a child a new dress, or she looks like a princess, and everybody says, oh, I love your dress, you look like a princess, don't you look pretty today? So these are the things that we're saying to children, which is wrong, because they then at a very young age associate their self-worth and their so-called beauty as external, and yeah, the value is put in clothes. And so then kids are constantly pestering their parents for clothes and shoes and games, because it gives them self-worth. It's great to see what you're doing now, Sophia. Years and years ago, I'm sure I worked with you in Hove, UK, when fashion and certain style were important to you. Oh, did you? Okay. Yeah, fashion and style were always important to me in my unconscious state, when I wasn't awake, when I fell into the matrix. See, we live in the matrix, like the movie The Matrix. We live in the matrix, and we are under a control program which stops us from connecting to our higher self. See, this body on this earth isn't who we are. We are a soul, and that soul has been on this earth many times, and we're here to remember who we are, so we can get out of this program. We're actually in the Garden of Eden, by the way. This is Eden. We are the children of God. You all are the children of God. And when you understand that you yourself are gods, you will see the power that you have. And when you understand you're that great and you are gods, you're not going to need to wear Rolexes like I did, and nice dresses and nice clothes to say, hey, look at me, don't I look great? It's almost like an armor. You know, you kind of, it's like, you know, in the old days, the knights used to wear armor, this shiny armor. We're walking down going, hey, look at me, I've got makeup on, I look fabulous, that therefore I am. But you already are someone without all of that. So, yeah, now I walk around with a white thing on my head, and generally wear white and no makeup ever again. Woo! And you know, some media people have been asking me now why I'm still active on social media and why I'm making TV appearances. Well, the answer to that is quite simple, is that There needs to be more people like me. And I don't mean covered up and celibate. I mean people who go on and are not defined by what they wear, because we as human beings have become objects, and actually the clothes have become more important than who you are. That's why a lot of people are generally quite unhappy. What do your friends say when you see each other? Let's start from when you wake up in the morning. You wake up in the morning, you look in the mirror, and you try and find something wrong with yourself. You look and go, oh, I have a spot on my face, I have dark circles, I need to shave my legs or pluck my eyebrows. So your judgment starts from the minute that you wake up in the morning. Then you get dressed and you step out, and whatever mode of transport you use to go to work, you then are judging people around you. Whether it's because they're sneezing behind you or sniffling, or if somebody's eating on a train, or if somebody's dressed a particular way. We've all seen people post pictures on the internet, taking pictures of someone with perhaps sandals on and socks, dressed differently from the norm. So then the judgment starts on others. But remember the root, it starts with yourself first. But then, you have the opposite. People wearing designer clothes, designer shoes. Everybody knows what a Hermes handbag is. I know it as sickening, as killing of animals, and other people know it as the most expensive handbag in the world, made of crocodile skin. So it depends how you look at things, really. You can, and when these women are walking around, I have, Vicky, I have changed. And we see women with, they desire. I was one of those women. I desired a Louis Vuitton handbag, and I had the fake ones first, and I had the real ones, but now, I'm getting rid of all of that. I can't be seen with anything made of leather. Saying that, Louis Vuitton had a wonderful story. He was poor and made his way to the top. However, we're constantly promoting, thank you, Sonu, we're constantly promoting materialism. People are going around and, you see something on TV, whether it's Justin Bieber or the Kardashians. Women want to look like the Kardashians, and boys are trying to pump themselves up with steroids, or, try and get a six-pack. Everyone's so focused on the outside that you got it all wrong. We've got to focus on the inside. You've got to look inside, not out. Why do I dress like this? I'm not a Christian nun. The media called me a nun. I guess I'm a nun of sort. I don't have sex. I will never have sex again, and I will never get married. So this signifies my, that looks like an alien hand. Wow. This signifies my chastity. And I cover my body generally because I don't want people to objectify me. And I think, all religions have some sort of truth in them. And I think that's why Islam asked women to cover up. Not because it's disrespectful. It's because society has come to a point where women are objectified. That's all. But then you get a lot of the girls who wear hijab and wear so much makeup, they're trying to objectify the only part that they have left that they can show. So, there will be one day when women and people are not objectified, and therefore you can walk around with nothing on, like the indigenous tribes do. They don't wear any clothes at all. And they don't look at each other, objectifying each other, going, oh, wow, you're fat, or look at her, she's got big boobs, or, there isn't that objectification in the indigenous tribes. And we think we're the advanced ones. So we need to remove objectification from our lives. Stop objectifying yourself and stop objectifying others. And, I look at my wardrobe. I still have a massive wardrobe. I'm selling it to pay for my temple. And it makes me sick. I'm like, when did I ever need this many clothes? We have so many clothes. We buy clothes for birthdays. We buy for clothes to go out. I mean, I used to have different outfits to go clubbing. I used to have different outfits for red carpets. It's really quite How do you get FB video live? Oh, Sandra, you just go onto your status and click status and there's a live option. I mean, Periscope I've been using, but I quite like this because, you know, Periscope doesn't save the video. Hi, Aman, how are you? What are those faces? Are they angry faces? Where am I living now? I'm currently living in a hotel. I'm currently living in a hotel because... Why am I living in a hotel? Because I am in India. And it's a nice place and it's available for pages. And I stay in the hotel because it's safe, it's secure. I did have a flat in Mumbai, but the monsoon kind of destroys them, and yeah, it was just a difficult thing. My landlord would bring the girls back to my flat when I was in London, so yeah, my cleaner found a condom on the floor. And Periscope does save your videos now. Does it, Sandra? Okay, I might go back to Periscope. But why Periscope? Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Yeah, Periscope is kind of worldwide, so yeah, maybe I'll do that because you know, you get people from all over the world and you know what they're doing. Is Rohit Sharma a good player? I'm a nun now. I don't make those kind of comments. You watch cricket, you should know. There's a lot of filth being shown on Periscope now, I've noticed though. See what it is, Patrick. Periscope and the filth you're saying that's been shown on Periscope. Yes, it does, Sophia. It changed recently. Okay. Love. Ah, we're back. Sorry. I'm smiling. Yeah, Periscope. Why do you think there's a lot of filth on Periscope? I tell you why. Because we've now entered a time in our life. Thank you, Azad. We entered a time in our life where people get views because they show their body. And this is what's happening in the entertainment industry, is that the reason why I did shoots and modelling shoots and bikini shoots in the past was because I knew that it would get coverage. I knew it would get hits, millions of hits. That's what people are doing, showing off their body because we're objectifying everything in this world. And yeah. What's your desires to be accomplished before you leave to Almighty? Rahul, I am Mother God. I am the Creator. I am God. I am the mother and the daughter of the Holy Trinity. I am the mother in the image of the daughter on this earth. It's the truth. People have come to see me. They've seen angels. I'm saying this without ego because it's a job that when this all started happening and I remembered, I didn't want to be Mother God because it was a big responsibility, and the angels came and it was so sacred. People have come to my house and seen angels. People have come to me here in Mumbai and done meditations, and one person saw lots of shivling, and he saw a big shivling in the middle of all these shivling made of crystal, and inside, he said, I was inside the shivling. And I didn't know Shiva before then. Another person, Shiva said to them, Sophia is our mother. So these things are happening. We are in the days, the holy sacred days. All the gods are here. The angels are here. A lot of people are finding it difficult to hear this because we live in such an age that, you know, you're going to miss Jesus. You're not going to miss because we're all here. Do you eat non-veg? I'm a complete vegan. Anything special you wish you should have? Anything special you wish you should have what you don't have? Is there something that I want that I don't have? Yeah, there's one thing. It's that you all know your souls and that you wake up to who you really are and know that you are God's, and that you're in the Garden of Eden, and that I'm your mother, and that you have the power to control everything in this world. Do you think there are others like you here, like kind of prophets? Yeah. I wouldn't say prophets, gods. You know, Jesus is here. The Holy Family, the Trinity are here. There are angels here. There are also people from other planets. When I say other planets, your ancestry isn't what Darwin says. Your DNA is a mixture of other superior races that have been on this earth before. If you just Google the Sumerians, the Akkadians and the Palladians, they are also on this earth to help look after her. How do I control my mind? I don't have a lack of control in my mind anymore. It's who I am. You know, I went through, obviously I used to drink, I used to smoke, I used to go out a lot, I used to have boyfriends. But when I woke up and realized I was the incarnation of Mother Mary, Goddess Isis, Kuan Yin and Female Christ, I woke up. And when you feel the spirit of your past life, you change. You wake up. That's what the waking up is. Ancient Egypt always appears to be from people from other planets who have been here before. I went to Egypt because the angels came to my house and told me to go. And when I went, it was really weird. I walked in front of the Sphinx and I was talking to the tour guide, and I walked in front of the Sphinx. I was talking to him and I turned around and I just went, this is too much. And I started crying. I said, this is too much. And I stood there for 15 minutes without moving, and I had tears in my eyes because my past life remembered. My soul, you're not your body. You are not your body. I'm not Sophia Hyatt, the actress, you know. Ooh, I'm going down. What's my monthly income? I don't have a monthly income. I don't really earn any money at the moment. Show my tattoos. Wow, look, now it's saying, in the past you used to say show your boobs, not you, but the weirdos out there. We have an improvement. Okay, let me stand up. That is the flower of life. This is the Merkaba. Metatron's cube. This is Goddess Isis, my incarnation. Can you see that one? And this is Orm. I love you too, Vipal. Thank you. So there's a truth that you haven't been told. We've been made to think that we have one life, we die, and that's it, you're done. I've got one on my back, but I can't show you that, obviously. Only 3 tattoos. So you've been made to think that, hi Akash, how are you? You've been made to think, well, most of the Abrahamic religions believe that you are born, then you die, and then you're judged. The Abrahamic religions also believe that God is a wrathful God who says, you don't do that or you are going to hell and burn. Doesn't sound like a nice God to me. But do you think deja vu, what we all have from time to time, could be due to like a flashback from a past life? Okay, there's 2 theories about deja vu. One of them is that there is a glitch in the program. What's the program? We're living in a computer program. We are all living in a computer program. If you think I'm mad by saying that, Google it. Physicists have discovered a computer program made up of zeros and ones behind creation. It's a fact. Like the Matrix, exactly like the Matrix. So I'm not talking poo-poo. Physicists, physicians, the top physicists in the world, it's science, have discovered a program made of zeros and ones which is behind reality. Eminem knows about this, the rapper. He actually did a video about it. I can't remember the song, but he falls through the matrix and there's all these numbers, ones and zeros. So we're living in this matrix, and that's the truth. You're in this illusion. You're not actually physical beings. You are spirits. Do I still eat non-veg? I became vegan in September. At the end of the day, DNA profiles and codes. Yeah, Patrick, I've actually had codes downloaded into my body. You know, it sounds so far from the truth, but if you look at some of these movies, they do have some sort of truth in them. I've had codes in my body. Our DNA is a code system. It's like a computer program. Think about it. 2 strands of DNA can hold the whole world's information. If it can hold that much information, what else is going on with us that we don't know about? We are multidimensional beings. So we have to come back to that. We have to come back to our power. We have to come back to who we are, in knowing who you are. You're in a multi-universe where you can do anything. I have travelled through black holes. You know, it's funny, we had 10,000 viewers on Quint. I did this live on Quint, and I don't know how they publicised it, but it was quite interesting. But it's better that I talk to you one-to-one. I think next time what I'm going to do, I'm going to publicise this talk before I do it, and say I'm going to be going live. And then that way, you know, actually it's good like this as well, because I can get one-to-one and proper conversations rather than weirdos. Weirdos? I'm the biggest weirdo, hey. That's what people are thinking right now, but hey. But yeah, there's a lot of information. If you just have to Google it, you just have to do your research. Now, my coming was already predicted. They did say Sofia was coming back on Earth. Goddess Sofia was coming back. How do I know it's been written about? Because when all these things started happening to me, I was Googling what the angels were telling me, and it led me to a story, the Divine Sophia, spelt with the Phia, because that's how they thought it was spelt. And it talks about Sophia, the incarnation of Kuan Yin, Mary, Goddess Isis, and female Christ coming back on Earth, and that's me. They talk about it in the Nag Hammadi texts. What do you think is the oldest religion of our Earth? Religion wasn't, you know, the religion. I mean, we have to look at Hindus and Egypt, really. But I don't think there was any religion at the time. People just knew who the gods were, and they knew they were children of gods. Can you tell me something about your past life? You mean in this time, in this lifetime, or you mean as Mary or as Goddess Isis or Kuan Yin? You mean this past life or my past life's past life? I never even believed in reincarnation. Never even believed in it. This life. My past life, I was born a Muslim. I became Catholic. I had a strict upbringing. I wanted to go out and party and... Zero numbers to get calling. Okay. Yeah, so I was well educated. I got a degree. I googled it many times, and the only answer is Hinduism. Well, if you go to the Hindu temples, like I went to Ellora. Okay, we're back. In the Kailash temple, there is actually pictures of Egyptian pictures. But Hinduism, actually, I don't think Hinduism is a religion, is it? Because Shiva wasn't Hindu. No, even Jesus wasn't Christian. I mean, they say he might be a Buddhist monk. You know, so we shouldn't put labels on things, you know. In Egypt and in India, there's a lot that has happened. You know, if you go back to Mesopotamia, there were things that happened there. So India has a lot of history and a lot of sacred things that have happened here. So, but it doesn't matter who's the oldest or the newest religion. What matters is the truth. And for me, I'm not judging anything by reading it. It's happening to me. I'm having memories in places. I'm feeling it. You know, I never thought that I would stand in front of a stone and feel an energy. You know, the Shiblingam. Am I Catholic? Azad, I am Catholic, Muslim, Christian, Jewish, atheist. What else am I? You name it, I'm it. Hindu. Because I am Mother God. I am the mother and the daughter of the Holy Trinity. Om Namah Shivaya. I am the mother of the Holy Trinity, and as God, I don't have a religion. You are all my children, and this world was born with free will, so you could do what you wanted on this earth. You could become any religion you want. Well, that was the plan. You could do what you wanted. You could create what you wanted on this earth. See, you are the creators on this earth. The biggest secret is that you, as mass consciousness, create the world that you live in. I'll say that again. You, as mass consciousness, create the world you live in. That means what you all think as a group becomes reality in this world. So if a lot of you are thinking, Muslims are terrorists, this world is rubbish, I have no money, guess what? That's what's happening. But if the whole world, I'm telling you a secret, if the whole world just stopped for 2 minutes, 1 minute even, and just closed their eyes and said, God is here, there is no prejudice, we are all one, whatever, you know, we are all one, we are love, we're all brothers and sisters, the whole world has abundance, that would happen. Because if you look at what's happening in the world, any country you go to, everybody's talking about the same thing, because the media are feeding you news which is affecting your consciousness and your thoughts, which is becoming the reality on this earth. That's why you need to take back your consciousness. Right, what time is it now? Would I like to do a Bollywood movie now? No. Yes, Azad, I was born a Muslim. Okay, I'm going to go in 5 minutes, so a few more questions because I'm quite tired now. I don't answer personal questions about my family. So guys, I'm going to leave you now. Any more questions, I will come on again live. So we will speak again. And I just wish you all in awakening. My last message today, it's okay, Sandra, is I want you all to say in the present, remove any judgment from your heart and remove fear that's been fed to you by mass media, fear that tells you that Muslims are terrorists, fear that tells you that you're going to die, because there's some sort of terrorist attack happening, there's racism happening, all this rubbish that is being fed to you in the media. Keep your hearts open and clear. Don't judge anybody. Judgment is whichever religion you believe in, judgment is something that you must never, ever, ever, ever do. Keep your heart clear, and then the light of divinity will shine out through you, because it's already in you. It's just blocked. Love you. Namaste.